Hey guys, I used to know how to do this stuff, but apparently not much anymore. We're having a lot of fun with our free show lately. Gonna have Nate Hall on next week. We leave 30 opening taping slots to do free shows, free podcasts. We leave 30 spots open every week. So Pacific time, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. We can sit down with you, tape a show. Then within a few weeks, we will broadcast it for you to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Tumblr, like that. Sometimes RedNote when I can figure out how to do it. I like RedNote. And I've heard there's a new thing coming called N2 to replace TikTok, but I don't know. I haven't heard about that, what the story is on that exactly, but our free service involves doing two things for you. A free interview with your business owner or legitimate media representative. Then within a few weeks we will post it, like I say, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Mix, LinkedIn, all that. We have fun doing it. It helps us learn about you as a person, about your company. That first interview, there's a guy in literature, I think his name is Jim Harrison. He started something for literary magazines called The 6 Questions. And I was inspired by him to create something for our free interviews called The 6 Questions. And basically what we do is we ask you, like, okay, where did you grow up? What was your educational experience as a young person and adult? And that's question 2. And then question 3 is like, what brought you to start this business? Was it some dramatic moment in your life or what? And then we have you talk a little bit about your company services. And we kind of mix it up, products, benefits, services. What do you do? Sometimes we try to slip in there a little bit about what do you charge. And then we usually ask you, what's your contact information? You give out whatever you would like, whether it's web address or email or something else. And sometimes we will ask you, well, what was one of your best or happiest experiences in your business so far? Like one realtor said, well, she sold a property for a woman who was 91 years old. And after the woman sold the property, she didn't feel like moving. Sort of changed her mind, So that was a colorful, let's just say colorful situation for her as a realtor. They got through it okay, but yeah, so there's usually some ups and down stories that are fun with any company, of course. So that's a free service we provide. There have been people in the world that I asked to pay for it. One gentleman in Canada that I've been too embarrassed to go back and talk to him, but I asked him to pay for the show because we were changing our policy for a while and just charging. And my understanding of what happened, which is definitely not his understanding, is that he said to me in a text, "I'm good for that amount of money." That's what I remember reading, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, you know that it ends badly. I wouldn't be using it as an example, probably. So later, I came back to collect the money, and he said, "Well, I'm not paying that. I thought this was all a free service." So he sort of left in a huff, and I suppose that rightly so. I don't know. Now I wish I had the guts to go back and say, "Hey, you know, I did ask you to pay. Sorry that I did ask you to pay. I'd be happy to give you a free show if you want it." Probably tell me to shove it up my ass or something, but I just haven't had the heart. I'm too embarrassed. But I really did read a note from him at that time saying, "Hey, you know, I'm good for it. Charge me, you know." So anyway, things happen in life. I made some kind of a mistake there, I'm sure. Some part of it was my mistake. Since then, we've gone back to doing mostly free interviews. And at least for the very first interview anyway. And we also give you the free posting, social media posting. So consider coming over. I'll pitch you like you're actually paying for it. Consider coming over and getting a show done. You just tape it on Zoom from your own office or home, and then we process it and send it down the pipeline to those different places I mentioned. Yeah, so done people from almost every walk of life, you know, marketing, real estate, just about everything. So if we haven't done your type of thing, all the much better. All right, kids, I'm getting tired, but I thought I'd say that. You can get a hold of me of course, by Googling my name. I don't want to upset any of the terms of service or community guidelines. I got kicked off of TikTok Live back in July, and I still haven't psychologically recovered. So take care. Love you guys.